They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Hello, Milwaukee. Hello, the world. Hello, the internet. And welcome to Week 5, the final week of Milwaukee Record LiveSCREAM Theater. My name is Matt. I have been your host throughout the great month of October, and I'm happy to be your host this one final time. Thanks for tuning in for the shocking, for the thrilling, for the very, very talky it's going to turn out. But fun final installment of LiveSCREAM Theater, brought to you by the 2019 Milwaukee Film Festival, which has been going on for 3 months now and is finally wrapping up this Thursday. Still going, still a ton of great films to see. We'll talk a little bit about that later. There's a big one coming up that I just can't, I am so excited for tomorrow night. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the film festival and, of course, the film. But before we do that, I'd like to introduce my guests this week. Gentlemen, welcome to the very, very spooky and wood-paneled offices. Would you care to introduce yourselves?
Sure, I'll start. My name's Rick Katschke. I have edited some fun stuff, consumption optional, some commercials from 81 to 84 that I found on VHS tapes from my parents in their basement. I've also done a thing online. Check it out. It's called Verdict Unknown. It's a 10-minute compilation of People's Court promos. I don't know how they turned out, so it's called Verdict Unknown.
Amazing. The consumption optional DVD is incredible. Thank you. I know you gifted it to me once, and it's such good background music.
Thank you.
Not music, but just background.
There's lots of jingles, so I mean it's pretty catchy.
It is amazing. So thank you. Rob.
Hi, greetings, people of Earth. My name is Rob Wieland. I am an author, game designer, and professional nerd. As an author, you may have seen some of my writings right here locally on Milwaukee Record, or you may have seen my stuff nationally on websites like Geek and Sundry or theforbes.com. As a game designer, I've worked on a variety of tabletop game designs, ranging from my own stuff, which tends towards things like retelling the Arthurian myth using giant stompy anime robots, all the way up to licensed games for media such as Star Trek, Star Wars, and Firefly. And as a professional nerd, I am a trivia host that does trivia every Tuesday night at Lost Whale. And I also am the host of a live stream show called Theater of the Mind Players, which explores the wonderful world of tabletop role-playing games outside of Dungeons & Dragons. So if you want to watch me and some fun local actors play some non-D&D games, you can check us out there.
I can personally attest to that. You were very gracious to have me on not too long ago.
You played an excellent Brett Favre-themed robot.
Thank you. Yes. The role I was born to play. Thank you for the opportunity. I will never forget it. And finally, last but not least,
hello, everybody. I'm Mack Bates. Me and Matt actually go back quite a few years. We both went to UWM at the same time, both in the film department, and we had a class together where he, at the end of one class, out of the blue, asked me to play God in his student short film, Super Hot Dog Man, if I remember correctly.
You do remember correctly.
Yes, thank you very much. I had a blast, and, glad to be here. I'm a freelance writer. I used to write for the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel when they still did film reviews. I was with them for 14 years. I also have written for Milwaukee Magazine, among other outlets, and I'm a part-time character actor, inquisitive by nature, a cinephile, so I'm glad to be here. And I'm especially happy to be watching this film, Killers from Space, because just yesterday I finished a 2-week run in the Kettle Moraine Playhouse's production of The War of the Worlds, based on the 1938 radio script that Howard E. Koch wrote and that Orson Welles starred in and directed. And so going from playing a couple of roles in a production of a show about an alien invasion of Earth, where they're basically killing everybody left, right, and center, to watching a movie called Killers from Space 24 hours later, only an American man.
That's it, really. Living the dream.
Yes, living the dream, exactly.
That is amazing. So yeah, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And thank you, gentlemen, for coming. So yes, tonight's film is Killers from Space, directed by the less successful older brother of Billy Wilder, it turns out, William Lee Wilder. The film is from 1954. It is directed by Wilder, and co-written by his son, Miles Wilder. So they're really keeping it in the family.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad to see that Meritocracy still exists.
Yeah,
Right, even in the 50s.
A little Hollywood
Yes,
nepotism.
nepotism has always been around and it will always be here. And by the way, Miles was ahead of his time, because I just found out that his Miles is spelled with a Y as opposed to an I, and this is back in the 30s. So.
Yeah, he was born in the 30s.
Yeah.
Myles. You just don't associate that as a.
That's like the
Yes.
the hunter of the 1930s.
That's right.
The Skylar is really
Skylar,
Oh,
yes.
yes.
So, we'll be talking about Miles with a Y and his father, William Lee. And, the excitement that is Killers from Space, starring a young Peter Graves, of all people. So, look for that. Of course, we know Peter Graves from Mission Impossible. We know Peter Graves from the Airplane movies, of course, as Captain Over.
and biography.
Yes.
I looked up Wikipedia.
I know.
I know.
All right. So thanks for tuning in. If you want to chat along with us as the movie rolls, once the movie does start, you'll see a little chat window pop up in the upper right-hand corner. Log into the YouTubes and chat with us that way. Or if you'd care to follow along on Twitter, we'll be watching the hashtag MRLST, and we can say hello that way. So, without further ado, and yes, we do have a band playing upstairs today, so it's going to be a real rockin' episode of Live Scream Theater. So thanks for tuning in, and here we go with 1954's Killers from Space. All right.
Flats, Nevada. The time, 6:15 a.m. Climax of arduous planning. Operation A-bomb test.
Always off to a good
underway.
start with nothing but stock footage.
Yes.
Of,
Is that even the same plane?
great random
Wow.
junk footage here.
From Buck Private,
Yes,
top
somebody
ranking
was
brass.
really hitting the found footage files hard
They-
for this film, yes.
and they could only get out to 70 what now?
Right. 71 minutes, I believe, this masterpiece clocks in at.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Radar with eyes that never sleep. Special equipment go into operation. All orders are carried out with split-second precision. Warning is given to all commercial aircraft to stay out of the test area.
I'm
A
telling
warning
you.
given because we found that clip of a commercial aircraft.
Yeah, that plane looks like it's being worn.
It's cautiously taxiing.
Possible vantage point.
Is that a CPAP he's wearing?
Yes.
The bomb-carrying plane nears the target. Tension mounts as all members of the flight crew anticipate the task to pinpoint the bomb on a tiny circle of Earth below. Now the plane wings its way toward ground zero. Warning signal is sounded. All observers prepare for the blinding flash of the bomb. Detonation minus 20 seconds.
I like that Killers from Space starts with
Command of the
seems
plane
like
is
newsreel
different.
footage.
Yes.
Like, is the movie starting, or
Right.
are we
Yeah,
still
yeah.
in the newsreel portion? Oh, this is the movie.
Does the Tom and Jerry cartoon come after this?
Right? It's like a recruiting commercial for like some, military, some military arm.
That's what this whole thing is, by the way. I'm
Oh
trying
no!
I'm trying to recruit you guys,
Yeah.
Secretly sponsored by the army.
Yes.
Yeah. Who knew?
Matt tears away his t-shirt to reveal like a full dress uniform.
All 5 weeks of this
Yeah,
have been building up to this.
Wild plays the long con.
That's right.
Okay, that was a big boom. Oh, and then finally,
Hey, there we
Coming
go.
out from it.
Whoa!
Wow!
Now I know what it's about.
It's
okay.
it's like rocketing at me at half a mile an hour.
Just the title card is 3D, so we can take off our glasses.
Yes.
We can do the rest.
That's quite the mushroom cloud, wouldn't it? Wow. Yeah, that's Wonder Woman's jet right there. The invisible jet, yeah.
You can make the position report now. Have the figures ready.
I wonder if Tony Scott got inspiration for Top Gun from the final.
You can trace a direct line.
Yes.
Killers from Space to Top Gun.
I feel the need for...
I can't wait to see the
What else was the
high-waisted,
need? Oh, yeah,
shirtless
speaking.
volleyball scene.
Tony
the shirtless
Scott.
dude, yes.
Tony Scott is kind of like the contemporary William Lee Wilder.
Thank you.
No, Ridley's not home. No, what can I do? What can I do for you? Movie? Yeah, cool.
Right? Yeah, Ridley, yeah, that's going to be $3 million. But Tony, on the other hand, $500,000.
And a group on to Applebee's. That's it.
Take her in closer. Okay, Dr. Martin.
I told you, it's a
Wait,
CPAP.
it
He's
is,
going to
yeah.
sleep.
Yeah,
He's totally going to sleep right
I
now.
am.
Keep at least 2 miles from the center of the column.
So wait, they're flying through the nuclear explosion?
Sure.
Let's start over. I missed that
No.
narration.
I totally missed that part.
Looks like a fireball.
Wow, that's a bright flashlight.
Dr. Martin. Dr. Martin, we're in trouble. Pull out. Pull out. I can't.
Well, this film is pretty much a testament to ADR, isn't it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wonder if they just...
Oh,
dear.
Oh,
That's
wow,
not good.
yeah.
that is beautiful.
Now, that's a deep dive if I ever saw one.
Ooh, very good. Very good. Very good.
Just like the look of concern.
Oh.
Hmm.
Let's go put your panfish down.
We've lost contact, sir. Baker 2, sir.
Okay, is this guy reading off the cue cards?
All patrol craft in
Possibly.
test area. This is a Mayday. Repeat.
Are you trying to blink the Mayday with your eyes?
Yeah, Morse code.
If this was remade, that would be the Hank Azaria role.
Mayday, Mayday, we need more stock footage of the military planes.
Southwest corner, Soledad Flats. Ship appears completely demolished. No sign of survivors. Circle wreckage at 1000 feet until arrival of
He is a blinker, yeah. He's a blinker.
No, I can do this. I know I'm a blinker, but I can do this role.
So now we're in the helicopter now.
I'm your cousin, Miles.
Blinker with a Y.
Turns out everyone in this movie is a wild.
Yes,
Dr. Kruger, Colonel Banks speaking. Would you mind
that's
coming to my
a
office?
strong
please?
cleft right there.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you. As I was saying,
Always the best part of dialogue.
planes found the wreckage of your
As you know.
I have it on good authority.
But they must have reached the wreckage hours ago.
It's that snappy
Why can't
50s
they
dialogue.
I honestly don't know, Mrs. Martin. Yes, come in.
Eisenhower quota has been met.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
They are not skipping on that.
Perfectly
That's
framed.
how they qualify for tax breaks back then.
Isn't there any hope?
I'm afraid not, Mrs. Martin. They
They're
found
going for the
pilot
melodramatic
dead in the wreck.
award right here, aren't they?
And according to all reports, no one could have
Well,
bailed
these
out.
movies tend to be on
I'm terribly
one,
sorry.
either side of a particular spectrum.
Yes. Either completely...
Flat or
Oh,
completely into it.
Yes.
Like, just ramp up the drama
Like,
quotient.
community theater Hamlet.
Oh. To be or not to be?
To be or not to be.
That is the question.
Is that Cajun?
The Cajun. Cajun hammer.
You know, I would see it. I would see it.
I'd watch it, yeah.
I guarantee.
I would watch it.
Gator skull.
York, I've never seen you look so enticing. Okay, what is this?
That's good stuff.
Right?
That's called they only had 3 feet of set. And they,
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh,
And,
well,
ladies.
triple shot, yep.
Well, everything seems all right.
that's why this movie's PG now.
Oh.
Can't you recall anything that
Okay,
happened
who does this guy
when
remind me
your
of?
plane crashed until
The doctor.
Yeah, he
Remember the
does.
He
control
kind of
cell?
reminds me of somebody I just can't quite put my finger on
Your
it.
plane was completely demolished, the pilot burned to death, and you show up the picture of health. Are you sure you weren't driven here? Positive.
Unbreakable.
You don't remember?
Oh,
There's
that.
Indication of any scars on your body.
That
Must have got it in a crash.
we need some iodine on that, I think.
Yeah.
Now, this was surgery.
But look, he's a serious doctor because he's got his arms folded and he's pointing.
I've never had it.
My stethoscope says that you're clearly ill.
He needs to be smoking. It's not a good 50s doctor unless he's got a cigarette dangling out of his mouth. Everyone else is.
Mr. Briggs. Colonel Banks.
Captain
How are
Clef,
you, Mr.
Captain
Briggs?
Blinker.
Fine, how are you? Fine. I see the FBI doesn't waste much time.
Well, not if we can help it, Colonel.
Oh, you know our base surgeon, Major Clift?
Sure. How you been, Major?
Wait, his name really is Cliff?
Oh, wow.
Take a minute.
Rewind.
Cigarette.
Oh, thank you.
There we go.
There's
Dr.
that.
Martin.
Yep.
Really
It's
chomping into
okay,
that
come
one.
on.
Oh, wow. Sponsor got
That's
by
how you
Camel.
unlock the flavor.
Yeah.
According to my
Clearly
file,
sponsored by
Dr.
Camel.
Martin is the key man on this nuclear project.
Yes, along with Dr. Kruger, he is.
And I bet you money Eisenhower has more screen time than the doctor.
Really,
By the
yeah.
time everything's said and done.
Or any other woman in this film.
Right?
Well,
man.
And
Ike as the beaver.
Until Dr. Martin accounts for every minute from the time of the crash.
The shock must have caused a mental block.
Okay, I'm like, who does this guy remind me of?
they all have. There's something.
But
Yeah.
this guy in particular, like, he reminds me of something. I just cannot put my finger on it.
The base under his own power.
You may have to
Did you
Wikipedia
ever
this.
consider
Right?
that perhaps this Dr. Martin isn't really the Dr. Martin?
What are you getting at?
What I mean is that this man could be an imposter.
Oh, more stock footage.
Could be, yeah. The calls are
Yes.
flooding in.
Phone lines are blowing up.
That PBS auction
We're
is
taking
really,
crash
really
requests.
giving the calls, man.
There's some big fingerprints.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Mr. Magoo's fingerprints.
I thought those were the album covers for Peter Gray's first solo album.
They do check.
You really put your thumb on that one, didn't you?
Hey!
That's it, folks.
Good night.
Get me Colonel Banks at the base, please.
Okay, if
No, no,
anybody
no.
like under the age of 50
Oh, yes,
is watching
Mr.
this, or like they actually had phones
Any
with
news?
cords on them at one
In
point.
the long ago.
Like, oh my gosh, they actually had cords and phones.
If I
Like,
was wrong, this is our man.
I remember watching the Terminator like a couple years ago and realizing
Yeah.
You do.
I will have to explain what a phone book is to my kid.
oh,
Like, what is that paper thing that he tears up?
That's right.
now, yeah, all you have to do now is just go into one of those investigative sites and get everybody's information dating back to like 1990 or beforehand. We know everywhere you've lived. We know all your phone numbers. We're gonna come get you, and there's nothing.
We
you
know
can do
whether or
about
not
it.
you got the sports.
We even know how old you are. So,
Right. That's also part of this live stream. We're gathering your information
Yes.
tonight. So.
yeah, so leave your name
Man, that
so we
explains
can
why I
look
had
you
to
up.
click all those end-user license agreements where you let me in the door, Matt.
I like the idea of the T800 going through Wisconsin Circuit Court.
Oh my God! Oh yeah, CCAP.
Sarah,
Yeah.
yep. Sarah Connor did some speeding.
Yeah, oh right.
We don't intend to.
Sarah, you've been a naughty girl. I gotta get you over those speeding tickets.
Right, you can keep quiet when he gets
I must terminate you, but first I must take you to traffic court.
Exactly.
Vacation he's been wanting for so long.
vacation. To watch him, you'd think you never heard of one.
Yes, he must have asked me 100 times
Yes,
on the
Cliff
next
again.
step of the
Yep.
schedule. He's anxious to take his own readings again.
Well, he did have a key part in the planning of these projects.
Well, is there
That
anything
part
you
of
should or
plan has a
shouldn't be
very
allowed to
prominent
do?
position between them.
They yeah.
I wonder, is that supposed to
Bet you,
symbolize something?
I bet you like Pablo's florists gave these guys like $500. They're like, but you gotta put
Anything
the
you want.
flowers in the middle of the seed.
Yep.
Okay.
Drives, things like that.
Huh? You're the doctor now. Just see that he gets plenty of rest.
Thank you. Goodbye, Colonel.
That's
Goodbye.
a goofy angle.
Oh, wow,
See you later,
yeah.
Major.
Hi.
The continuity doesn't even match up.
Hi, these aren't reshoots. Hi. Meanwhile, on the set of I Love Lucy.
Right?
Whoa!
Ah.
Yeah! Whoa! Scooby-Doo, where are you?
Doug, what's the matter?
I can't sleep.
What time is it?
After 3.
What the? Why do they have a toaster oven in the
Yes.
bedroom? Why is his hair a different color?
Why do the phones have cords?
Oh.
Jeez.
Why don't they have a picture of Eisenhower?
They just moved in.
Okay.
Give me squadron operation.
Yeah, it hasn't come in the
Do
mail
that,
yet.
please.
No, I want the football phone.
Helen, what did you get up for?
That was dramatic.
No,
This is
just
Dr.
one for
Martin
me,
calling.
not for
Who
her.
is speaking?
Sergeant Bandero, anything I can do for you, Doctor?
I wondered if there were any last-minute orders on another atomic test. What do you mean you can't tell me?
I don't know what it was about that.
What part of classified do you not understand?
I'm gonna get out to the base right away. Alan, don't you agree with me? I've spent months preparing for this series of tests, and no sergeant is gonna push me around now. Well, aren't you gonna say anything?
No.
Oh.
Look, I know they're ready for
She's
another
pissed.
test, and I should be
Typical.
there.
Can't you understand that they don't want you around for your own good?
I don't need their sympathy. There's nothing wrong with me.
Then
This
why
is
are you
interrupting
rushing
the
this way? You're
Wednesday
all
night
in
second
age.
base.
If you
So
don't slow down, I don't know what's going to happen.
You really believe that, don't you?
Look, Doug, if you won't take it easy for your own sake, please, do it for mine.
Yeah.
And fade out. You know it's coming.
fine.
Oh, yeah. Morning after.
I'll throw it in you. Let's go.
Hey,
Oh, they have fun.
Hey, time to get up.
Go away.
all right, stay in bed all day. It's almost 11 o'clock.
Would you
11. Oh, well, he really put it on the night before, didn't he?
Peter the Quiet Storm Graves.
go put the coffee on while I get dressed?
What?
There's a move.
Yep.
Ladies.
Or beefcake.
Yeah.
Milk ladies.
There it is.
Oh.
Her atomic bomb explodes.
Another
Hey,
atomic
time
bomb
bomb
exploded.
blowing. Okay.
Sorry.
And you, Kurt, you didn't tell me either. Why? Orders, Doug. Orders? Nonsense. The least that could have been done would have been to let me know. I'm fine. I could have done my work.
I hate to say this, Dr. Martin, but in your present state, you're not considered a very good security risk.
Me? Security risk? My present state? What's the matter with me? How long am I to be considered? Only temporarily. The results of the test will be available for your study when you return to work.
I have
I
never
am
understood
ready,
the
Colonel.
sweater, jacket, tie, and
Well,
shirt
you're still
combo.
already
I'm just like, why do you need all four? Like, what's that? I don't get it.
And if I don't,
Like, you would think you would get extraordinarily
Then
heat
you can
in
try
that
the base
ensemble all the
change your
time.
mind. Now, what's it gonna be?
1950s Peter Graves is like a cross between Tab Hunter and Ed Begley Jr.
Yes!
Well, there.
Yes,
Oh my-
I can totally see it.
Oh my god, I get that.
Yes.
I didn't expect you back so soon.
That hair is
Haven't
very
you heard?
Beglian.
I'm a metal king. Can't even be trusted
That's a
with my
lot of
own
brew
work.
cream, yeah.
Liable to go berserk at any minute. Colonel Banks will fill you in on the details. Don't tell me. Let me see. You're, I know. You're Miss Vincent, the secretary I share with,
Oh, Doctor, you can't be serious. There was no one in your office, so I thought you wouldn't mind.
Oh, that's all right. It's all right. As far as I'm concerned, you can take the rest of the day off.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't really belong here. I just came in to pick up a few personal things from my desk.
Goodbye.
Don't worry, I'm not going to pay you for the time you take off. It's fine.
What character is this? Let me just completely change my manners.
Yeah.
It's up to something.
Yeah, okay. Oh, pipe smoking.
Yeah, and the pipe gives you like +3 intelligence.
Oh yeah, this editing is something to behold. Thelma Schumacher is like, yeah, this is what's taught me everything I know.
What does William Lee Wilder think of Marvel movies? That's what I want.
Let's ask him. Yeah. Break out the Ouija board.
I've got some bad news, Mac. Okay.
Yes, break out the Ouija board, then we can ask him.
I would direct Squirrel Girl?
Miles would write it.
Futzing with the phone system scene. Always thrilling.
Yeah, this
it-
pipe action is like, what is up with this pipe action? Like, oh yeah, we got to fit this pipe in somehow. It's like, you know, the 48-hour film festival. Factor in that pipe in some scene in some way, somehow.
And a photo of Dwight Eisenhower.
Yes, yes.
That's it.
Yep.
Whew. Yep.
Totally lose my insurance benefits if they find me smoking.
Well, at least he'd be able to hide away from the Terminator if he ever came calling. Yeah, just hide in the corner over here. Yeah, he'll overlook you.
Door locks are suckers, okay.
And my guess is if you want to go somewhere undetected, smoking a pipe probably isn't the best thing to be doing.
Yeah.
They can't follow the smoke trail.
Forensics was different in the 50s.
Yes.
As the investigator lights up his own pipe. I don't see anything. I don't get worried.
He's probably thinking to himself, oh damn,
Ah,
what's
yes,
this Xerox machine when I need
The
one?
rule of 3 secret files is a classic. Uh-oh.
Oh, here's him, Pete. What are they?
The ticking white-helmeted clock. So do you think he's going to get murdered, or do you think that he's going to talk his way past him?
No. I'm going talk. He'll slip into that bizarre little character.
Yeah. He'll tell him to go home for the day.
And he will, and he'll get home and be like, he's not my boss.
But he spoke authoritatively and
pipe.
quick.
He had a pipe.
Oh.
See, Pete, you gotta shut the safe if you're gonna loot it, okay?
Main gate, please.
Wait, was that a pith helmet with air police painted on it?
I believe so. It looked like it anyway.
Main gate, Sergeant Powers. Dr. Kruger?
Okay, everybody has a clipboard. What's going on? If your copy have a clipboard.
I suspect that's just one clipboard that they share between the different scenes. I don't think they can afford two clipboards.
Yeah, shut on different days, right? You get the clipboard Tuesday, no, you get the one on
They
Wednesday.
spent all that money on the airplane crap in the beginning, and then it was shared clipboards the rest of the shoot.
Exactly.
Thank you, Doctor. Good night.
And that's the thrilling first installment.
What?
Oh, wow.
The man who, the Killers from Space, shot under the title "The Man Who Saved the Earth."
Oh, okay.
Alternate
Okay.
title.
So,
Spoiler.
so
Sorry.
when does Bowie show up? Is
Drops in.
that was pre? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like we said, from 1954, directed by William Lee Wilder, older brother to Billy Wilder. Billy Wilder, of course, Sunset Boulevard, on and on and on. Written by Billy's nephew, I suppose,
Wait.
Miles Wilder.
The brother is named William,
Yes.
and he goes by Billy.
Billy, yeah.
Right.
They clearly had that fight when they were 10.
I see.
And
Oh, and who maybe they're like, maybe it's kind of like George Foreman's
That's
kids.
just thinking
Like
that.
everybody's named George,
Yep.
or some variation thereof.
Well,
So yeah,
it's also-
you're William, I'll be Billy.
well, it's also the thing where you know, if you have the same name as a previous actor, maybe you have to do it for crediting purposes. So, like, that's why he went by William Lee or whatever.
Well, maybe if he's the older brother, maybe that's why Billy went as Billy.
It's
Because
gotta
William
be
was
so
saying.
bad if he's the older brother and he's stuck directing Killers from Space.
Right. Well, your brothers, going on to do Sunset Boulevard in the apartment, and
Right.
Ace in the Hole, I believe, with Kirk Douglas. Yeah.
Something Like It Hot.
Something Like It Hot, exactly. Yeah.
So
That's got a sting.
If there are any Wilders out there watching tonight that can clear all this up, let us know.
Yes.
Jumping down those comments, let's fill up that comment box. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do it myself.
Matt, you're just an E&R short.
That's right. So I think we're in store for some big action here coming in part 2.
That's a bold.
I mean, compared to this first act, I don't know.
I'm already on the edge of my seat. I don't know what you guys, but
Like I said before, this is all brought to you by the 2019 Milwaukee Film Festival, ongoing right now. Wraps up this Thursday. Still tons of stuff to see at the film festival. Tickets are still available to a bunch of screenings. You can find out more at mkefilm.org. I'm very, very excited for tomorrow night's special screening of Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me, with special guests Cheryl Lee and Ray Wise. They will be in attendance.
yeah, that should be cool.
That's awesome.
Laura and Leland will be there in the flesh, and they'll be doing a little Q&A, I think, after the movie, and then afterwards headed over to Good City Brewing for, I think, what they're calling the Palmer Family Reunion. So, so that should be fun. And there's a ton of other stuff coming up, too. So, like I said, check that out at mkefilm.org. Runs through Thursday. So, without further ado, let's get to the action.
Please,
here.
please, let's dive back in.
This is part 2 of Killers from Space. Exciting already.
Yep. Can't beat a good parking scene.
in such precision, right on the dime.
Good evening, Dr. Kruger.
That Army parallel
My
parking
name's
school
Griggs. I'm
really
from the
paid off.
FBI.
Okay, those are some serious hats.
Yeah.
Heard of you. I wonder if you'd mind
I
returning
mean,
to your
who
office.
wants to see the faces of the actors
Yeah,
in the
yes,
movie?
yes.
There's
This
no...
is William Wilder's 0 Hour.
Yes, this is his film noir.
We can only get this shot right now.
Yes.
I'll meet you there.
Yeah, shooting as
I gotta
much
go
shadow
park.
as possible outside.
This
in
is
the
his
daylight.
double indemnity.
Oh, back to the safe. Okay.
Yep.
They proceed to the intent.
Yep, 76
This
and
all,
crap.
classified information, Doctor?
Of course.
You know, according to security regulations, that vault should have been locked before you left.
But I'm certain I
I
did
don't
lock
know if anybody else has
Well, then
noticed
tell me
this,
then.
but personal space seems to be
Who
an
besides
issue.
yourself has access to
Invading a personal space seems to be an issue in this
Right.
film.
here and Dr. Martin.
Dr. Martin. He was in the building this afternoon.
That's right. We saw him in my office. He left around 4 o'clock on orders.
He dismissed the secretary a few minutes later, but he...
Oh, well, clearly, John Hughes was inspired by
20
this
minutes
Flex pose right here. And Emilio Estevez just ran with it on the poster of Breakfast Club. You know, minus the cigarette. But,
Another, right. Yeah. Another direct line.
Yes.
Martin has been acting
quite
Amazing.
Yes, he certainly has.
His wife telephoned to say that he hadn't come home as usual. I was very much concerned about it.
So am I. He still hasn't shown up yet.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Ash. See, I told you the pipe would come into action somehow.
Right.
Mac, you called it.
What kind of pipe tobacco do you use, Dr. Cruz?
Me? Why, I don't smoke at all.
And you, Colonel?
Meanwhile, your two
What are you
buddies
driving
there
at?
smoking like
Shit.
chimneys.
Who would leave a bunch of ashes lying around? Flick, 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 flick.
How long has Dr. Martin been using this brand of tobacco?
But I really don't know why.
Now, Mrs. Martin, you say you have no idea where he could be at this hour.
I know he's never been.
I mean, anybody could smoke Kentucky stankweed.
Well, I hate to ask this, but have you ever had any suspicion that there might be another woman?
Oh, those dramatic pauses.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
really just
the
underscore
double.
that.
That's some
Oh,
Shatnerian
yes.
work right there, my friend.
Why are you asking me these
Jeff
questions?
Goldblum is
Well,
like,
Has he
A
made
young
any-
Jeff Goldblum
Yes.
takes
You know,
notes.
people not of the usual group.
No, the only people we've seen in months have been
Insert
connected with the incident.
finger fidgeting.
Excuse me. Hello? Yes, just a moment. It's for you, Mr. Briggs.
Thank you.
So, is it night or day?
yeah, you never can really tell, can you?
I mean, that's not important.
No.
In a movie.
Well, this is all, in Alaska. Maybe you'll half the time.
Yes,
you
the
know,
third
have
act Alaska reveal.
Yes.
License number 1W67713.
Oh, that's some serious leather right there.
Dr. Douglas P. is in Paul Martin. Male Caucasian, 32 years of age, height 6'3", weight 195
32.
pounds. Color of hair blonde. Color of eyes blue.
Just look a
Last
day
name
over
driving away. License number
40.
Right. It's just, yeah. Of that
1W67713.
generation, they all look about
Or like,
45.
you
Yeah.
hit 20, you look 40, and then you stay that way until you were like 80.
Yep.
Kind of like a reverse Benjamin Button.
So, living in normal time?
Exactly, yes.
Normal speed. Oh, man. That's the movie I want to see. The Case of Benjamin Button.
Fincher, get on it, man. Get on it now.
It's just 60 minutes of Brad Pitt hanging out and smoking.
My good friend Fawn made a point that you know Fawn.
Oh, yes,
and
yes.
He says, since he starts the movie as a baby, by the end he should be a giant infant, because he starts as a baby and comes back to a baby at the end. He should be a giant infant at the end.
Giant tyrannical infant.
Yes.
Okay. Where's your phone?
Over there behind the pump.
No, that's the gas pump.
Oh, wow. An old school payphone. Blast from the past, kids. Sound like finding Waldo now. I need a payphone quick. Oh, well, yeah,
Sector 7, code 4. Repeating, code 4. Be on lookout for two-tone coupe. License number 1W67713.
Bingo!
Oh, yep, got it.
Yo.
Operator, you sure you're dialing the right number?
We'll try it.
Chewing out the operator.
Junction of Highway 66 and Beach. Ambulance en route. Car 17, code 7, 4th and Robert. Suspects may be armed. Repeating, code 0 to all units. Dr. Douglas P. is in
Wait a
Male Caucasian,
minute.
32 years of
Oh,
age.
Two eyes without a face.
Bela Lugosi there, huh?
Color of eyes blue. Missing. Dr. Douglas P. is in
No, it's It's okay.
Oh, well, that was anticlimactic. I thought it was going to be more dramatic than that. Or...
Right through his fingers.
Yep.
Operator, give me the police, quick.
Are you dialing the right number? God damn it, Clarence. So he stopped the bank?
Ooh.
And then, oh, okay.
Calling car 6. Calling car 6, code 11. Come in, Briggs.
Okay, what is
What's this?
I know, like, just like,
Hey,
what?
wait a minute. Did we?
Yeah, like, what happened?
Who among us has not been awake from a dirt pile now?
Right? I was just, you know, so dog tired. I just pulled off to the side of the road, just, you know, fell asleep in the dirt. My keys are still in my car. My door's wide open. Just come on in anytime. Take the car. Just come back and get me. You know.
That's really how Uber was invented.
You know, when you want to bury yourself and you get tired and you just sleep on the dirt pile.
Right?
I'll just fall in. It's fine.
Hell, even Beatrix Kiddo knew to get up out the grave. My goodness. Okay, so this is some of the most
right.
ridiculous.
Oh, here we
driving.
go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, here we
Whoa,
go.
watch out! He
Whoa.
ran the stop.
Oh, wow.
Watch out for that.
It's a tree, right?
Well, that's it.
Oh.
Good night, everybody.
Yep.
They're here. They're gonna. They're here. They're going to destroy
Isn't
us.
that a beautiful transition?
He's coming out of us.
Very nice.
And there is the doctor again, who reminds me of somebody who I can't quite put my finger on yet.
It's like your Uncle Carl. It's gonna be like your Uncle Carl or something. You're like, oh my God.
He'll kill
Like, oh yeah, that was the guy he reminded me of.
No, I did do that movie. I'm glad somebody finally asked me about it at Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What did you give him? Sodium amytal. Truth serum.
Oh, I was about to say
Try
truth
this
serum.
mind with
Okay.
Any imagination. I guess you'll make sense.
But we
now.
can only afford the generic, so he's gonna lie 50% of the time.
Can you hear me, Dr. Martin? Yes. Now listen to me. I want you to count backwards from 100. Do you understand? Backwards from 100.
100. 99.
98.
De Niro?
His faces. Come on.
96. 95. 84. Oh, you can ask him questions now.
Dr. Martin,
Keep counting.
what were you
You're on the
doing
air.
with the information you took from Dr. Kruger's vault?
I was delivering it.
Delivering it. But where? To the rocks in Soledad Flats?
Yes.
This is a
Oh,
very
that
weird
flat.
movie about the beginning of
Where we
podcasting.
Well, yes.
I don't.
I was delivering it, just as I was ordered.
Who ordered you to do this, Dr. Martin?
I'll tell you the whole story.
No. Oh, goody.
I remember we were circling the atomic cloud.
Like it was yesterday.
Oh, there's Wonder Woman's plane again.
Yep.
Blowing
He's never gonna get over Macho Grande.
Soledad Flats. We were going down to investigate.
Yep.
Yes. Back to the
Controls
CPAP.
jammed. Couldn't pull out.
You know, that was actually originally the subtitle for The Force Awakens.
Yes.
Well, I returned to Capricorn.
Little known fact. I learned that in Celebration this year.
Oh wow.
Next
Oh,
thing I knew,
here we go.
All right.
Money shot, people.
The Feldman
Yes,
clan has
money
arrived.
shot. Those eyes, don't they tell the tale?
Did it just like reverse itself?
Yep, rip, nip, knee, snip. It's an early Missy Elliott video.
I can see something strange and eerie pulsating in front of me.
Laying
Then
on
one
some
of them
butcher
lowered it
block
towards my
windows.
face.
Yeah.
Right?
Because space.
It was my own heart.
We can rebuild him.
Wow.
We have to.
This inspired many an 80s video.
I was going to say, Devo should be showing up any second
Yes.
now.
Devo, we know
Maybe some
where you got your
Orville
inspiration
Poingo,
from.
Yeah.
Can't you speak? Who are you?
There. So, is he naked under his jumpsuit? Is that a thing?
I don't know if I've ever worn a jumpsuit. Anyone else worn a jumpsuit?
No.
Does a onesie count?
Sure.
Were you naked underneath the onesie?
No.
I wore a pink suit once,
Huh?
but I was not free balling under the
Right.
pink suit. Not during the children's theater. Anyway.
Come on. I see you are quite well. You have recovered from your unfortunate accident.
Who are you?
A scientist, like yourself.
Wow.
Clearly.
Where do you come from?
Wow. I'm just looking
From
at
a
these
planet.
eyes and those eyebrows.
Yeah.
Like, that's some serious
Oh,
work
my
right there.
name.
These eyes.
These they're made for paper balls, and we glue them for $1.50
I'm getting out of here.
each.
Stay where you
These eyes.
Jump!
Oh, there's the paralyzing ray of some kind.
Visible dog fence.
I mean, I threw my back out sneezing. I can imagine
Oh, God.
how that would feel.
Who are you? I have already told you that.
Scientist.
I hate it in the video game where you have to cycle through the dialogue tree again because you're like, no, wait. I want to be a jerk to him.
And I see, you know he's a big deal because unlike everybody else, his belt doesn't have any squiggly lines on it.
Electron bridge.
Picture.
An early GIF.
Not anyone ever seen you.
Our ships have been sighted on numerous occasions by your people.
Then why haven't we been able to track one down?
We have a warning system similar to your
Why does it look like a
primitive radar.
dancing pair of
Our
binoculars?
machines.
Really, that's actually a really fun game in these old sci-fi movies. Is what does this gadget look like? It's like looking at a cloud and be like, oh, that's Abraham Lincoln. Right?
in the upper crust of the earth.
How long
Like,
have we
did
been
they
here?
design this for this movie?
Since the
No.
beginning
Did they
of
find
your
it in a
experiment
warehouse somewhere?
nuclear
Yes.
Oh yeah, like all the found
What have you
footage.
got
They
to do
found
with
this
that?
every. They found the
It was like
parts
right
places
next
too,
to it.
right?
Oh, look, here's a dancing ballet machine
Yeah,
thingy.
here's a barrel of found footage. Have at it, and then in the next room, here's an entire room filled with junk. Dive in.
Make a movie.
Figure it out, Miles.
No, I here.
Right.
That's the thing. It was like an improv class. You're like, okay, you've got this found footage, this dialy thingy, and this early GIF. Make a movie. Go.
Only thing left is a selfie.
And like, an occupation that you wouldn't want to be blind doing. Okay, and go.
Nuclear test.
Result. They'll take days to analyze and compute.
I think you will find these figures are correct.
Space paper.
Yes, it is
all
space
right.
paper.
Space paper.
Oh,
Ooh,
wow.
it's space math paper. That's even more
glossy space paper.
Spare no expense here.
Recognize
No.
No.
I wonder how much shiny duct tape they had
he
to
is in the
use to get that
vicinity where
effect.
you
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That's right.
You weren't supposed to see that.
I thought I had this. I thought I had the screen orientation locked. I'm sorry.
You have a remarkable memory, Doctor, considering the fact that you did not survive the crash.
Okay, it's funny that
Whoa! There's a bombshell.
Your heart had ceased to function. It was necessary for us to revive it. You were dead.
I was dead.
What are you looking at us for?
That's what they were doing. You didn't even
Time
try to help
out.
the
What are you guys thinking?
Because
Dead?
we had an important need of your services.
Such as?
Look this way, Doctor. You will understand.
Yeah, I look pretty dead. I mean, it was pretty dumb of us to fly into that nuclear explosion.
Yep, and then
I
do a
thought
free
we'd-
fall to your death.
I
yes.
thought we'd be okay, but
This is our planet, Astron Delta.
wait, the planet Wisconsin Dells? What?
It occupies the 4th position in relation to this, our sun.
Oh, it's his own sun and moon.
Yeah, go on.
We got everything. World's largest water park.
Right?
You got an Outback Steakhouse?
Paul Bunyan's for
During the
breakfast.
succeeding generations, as our planet began to cool, vegetation began to disappear.
It looks like the mud
Our
bath.
eyes developed to this state.
I'm sure that was a day
Combat
shoot at the
ever-growing
La Brea
dark
Tar Pits.
Right?
We were
It's
forced
Primal Earth.
You left your planet? Where?
We invaded these neighboring planets.
Okay, his eye just twitched.
Yeah, there was
That was
to our
yeah. Okay, that was a
suns.
little frightening.
some jiggly eyes going there.
That is my least favorite Pokemon.
Art Deco.
Not a model. Not a painting.
Clearly, the early blueprint for Metropolis.
I was just gonna say, we invaded Fritz Lang's Metropolis.
There were feeble attempts to stop us, but we were prepared for such contingencies. And now that our sun is about to completely expire, we must move again in order to survive. Yours is the only planet in this solar system capable of supporting
I
our
think the advanced
civilization.
aliens would be able to just invent like PowerPoint and they wouldn't have to have all the different switches.
Over a billion of you trying to come here to Earth?
Like a hologram or something.
have
Like,
no
you know, that
alternative.
it wasn't didn't have a big enough budget
We have been
apparently.
putting our plan to work for
Wait,
some
we have to
time.
pay for the Microsoft license? No, we
No.
can't afford that.
At the proper moment, the invasion will be launched.
No,
from
we'll
our
just use
platforms,
we'll just
which
use the
are
free
being
version.
readied
It'll be
in
fine.
space.
We'll throw in some clip art. Nobody will notice.
Exactly.
Nothing can stop us.
Ooh, drone.
Look like chess pieces.
I was gonna say this seems like some kind of weird Star Trek board game thing going on.
This is ridiculous.
Like Kirk has to play it, or like
You cannot find
you
your
heard his
way
head
out of
explodes or
this
something.
cavern. Do not try to leave.
And of course, he does just that.
Yeah.
I'll find the fire exit.
Oh, there it is.
It's a pretty big fire exit.
It wasn't so hard.
You can't leave, or we'll.
Ooh.
Stare at you really hard.
You're not gonna fight me? You wanna rip off my shirt? No? Okay.
Pulse pounding action.
No one will be admitted during the intense waddling scene.
And from the looks of things, he's running in a circle, basically.
Yeah, right. It seemed like there was a clear exit out.
Yes.
And then there was one guy who walked past him, and he's like,
Like-
"We're supposed to fight, guys. Come
Yeah.
back."
The eye twitch again.
Yep. Thought he was gonna step right through there.
Yeah.
Right?
You are no match for my green screen, young Skywalker.
Hey!
Whoa!
Now we're
Uh-oh, here comes the bondage.
Surprising turn here.
Well, at least this film lives up to the old sci-fi horror movie stereotype where instead of running away from the danger, they run towards it continuously.
That's an adorable giant spider.
Now, of course.
Tarantula.
Yee.
Oh, diggity dog.
Well, that's gigantic, isn't it?
It's huge.
Giving arachnophobia a run for its money in there.
There it is.
Oh, here we go.
So, little known fact, that spider, also a wilder.
Yo! Tarantula Wild?
Yes, yes! You know him!
Yes! yeah, we go way back, yeah. Oh, wow.
What?
Can someone get me out of the terrarium, please? Wait, is that a lizard that roars like a... Yeah, okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sure.
You know, they're aiming for, lifelike quality, so yeah.
Some say these are the killers from space.
Hey.
What is that, a grasshopper?
It just gets progressively lamer.
Right?
A slug!
Oh.
It's a dead fly!
But it's giant!
Wow, that tongue has some tails, I can tell you that much.
That guy's he's just percolating. I don't even know if that's really a... just dropping.
They must have just went to their local bug farm and just went crazy.
They went to some 4th grade classroom and
Right?
were like, we need to borrow all of your pets. like a half a day, we're just gonna drop them into their cages.
Probably Miles' pets. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Like Miles,
And the pet's gotta be in the movie, Dad.
Yes. Yes, son. They will be in
It's in the
movie.
script.
All right, okay, look, I know.
Your pet lizard is going to make the
The
film.
lizard, the tarantula, spider, SPYDER.
The grasshopper's going to make a brief cameo.
The grasshopper needs its own trailer.
Yes.
Ooh.
There we go.
Oh man. Nobody told me this was a snuff film. Come on.
Yeah, graphic stuff. Yeah. Cannibal Holocaust. Nothing on Killers from Space.
Pet store cannibal holocaust.
Barking at him?
But it's also got some reverb on it.
Yeah.
It's like barking with a wah-wah pedal. I don't
know about you all, but the character development in this is engrossing. I feel like I know each and every last one of these killers from space.
The giant pets are the most well-defined characters in this entire movie.
That grasshopper is epic. A cockroach now?
Yeah.
Oh,
it is pissed.
No, he's just got a lost Moloch and the sign said there was a J Crew over here, and I.
What'd you think?
Don't you think you will be more at ease on this side of the cage?
As he was running around in circles, his jumpsuit got dirtier and dirtier. That's what.
You have solved the riddle.
What are you doing?
You cracked the code.
You beat the killers from space at their own game.
My what?
You got they turn on each other.
What? No. I just was looking for the bathroom.
That was the best game of hide and go seek of my life.
Your next nuclear test, these animals will multiply at a rate beyond imagination.
And fight each other.
See, I told you to turn on each other. Yeah.
Spread to every continent and devour
This Mortal
every
Kombat
living
reboot
thing
is
on the
weird.
surface of the
Yes,
earth.
very weird.
What good will that do you? How could you expect to survive better than we?
We have provided for that.
Bug traps.
No, Doctor.
An air fryer. Okay.
Look over there.
Okay, it's bad enough that he has bug eyes, but then he has to be cross-eyed.
Yeah,
at the
like
same time.
you got a point, buddy, because I can't really figure it out. From
He's looking at dude.
This
He
is
sees
the
like 8
snuff
of them.
portion of it.
Yeah.
oh man!
Oh,
Boo.
come on, William Lee
Peter,
Wilder.
Peter, I want protests in the street now.
Raise?
You see, Doctor, we have arranged for everything.
Okay.
They then just show the gruesome death of the iguana. And the tarantula. That's the rest of the movie.
Wait a minute. All this equipment?
Our nuclear storage units. To date, we have accumulated several
Never gets old.
billion
Just looking at that.
as a result of your atomic explosions.
Several billion. A chain reaction at this point could release enough unstable isotopes to create a new and powerful element. Might be impossible to control.
The consistency of Peter Graves in this movie is
An element never known by your scientists.
remarkable.
I can assure you the strength of
He's
this
a
new element.
testament
This is a
to
powder keg. Could go
actors
off at any minute.
everywhere in this film.
I assure you, Doctor.
Yeah, you know, they
we
teach
have
his
everything
technique
under
at the
our
actor
complete
studio.
control.
Bradley Cooper would not be who he is today without
Enough to harness the
Peter Graves' masterful interpretation of not only this character, but every character he ever played, including, but not limited
That
to,
means you're getting your
the
power
commercials
from
that he did at the end of his
must be
career.
passing
So,
through
yes.
here.
You have heard enough, Dr. Martin.
Peter, when you get to
Inside.
heaven, what kind of animal would you like to fry?
You will have access to advanced information relative to the time and strength of the forthcoming atomic tests.
What about it?
You will provide us with that information as soon as it is available.
I see. You're afraid of an overload. You can't tap enough electricity wherever you get it from to control a strong enough charge.
You are a clever man, Doctor. Perhaps too clever.
And what makes you think I'll give you any information?
It is the only way you can save your own life when the time comes. You will be transported to one of our platforms in space and resettled here when our operation is completed.
You're asking me to sabotage the entire world, 3 billion people.
They are doomed in any case.
I'll have to think about it.
Yeah.
There's no alternative. I'll have to do as you say.
You are lying, Doctor. Your only wish is to betray us.
Wasn't he one of the zombies in Ghost from Mars?
I know. Your thoughts have been recorded.
Lie detector?
Call it what you like. You force me to resort to other methods. I will contact our space station.
Oh, yeah, the dancing binoculars again.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Who are you?
And he's telling them all this under the truth serum, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, yeah,
Okay, that's. And then I was by a tarantula and it was real big.
yeah, okay.
And then I was by a grasshopper and it was real big.
You gave him too big of a dose, dude.
Yes.
And then I was by an iguana and it was real big.
Yes,
He's
I was about to
tripping
say,
balls,
yes.
okay?
Instead of 50 cc's, you should have gave him 25.
Give him stuff out of Dr. Leary's vault.
You have seen order here. Nothing but my orders which you will obey.
Yes.
Are we gonna get a flashback within the flashback?
Yeah.
Are we? Is it really? Oh, God.
Yeah, this is the longest truth serum confessional of all
Well, it's like
time.
it's just literally half the movie.
Like, you even forgot that's the whole reason this started in
Yeah,
the first place.
like we're gonna go back and be like, oh shit,
Oh,
these
that's
guys.
right.
Oh yeah, oh.
Like, oh yeah, there's Cleft. And there's the guy who reminds me of somebody who I can't put my finger on quite yet.
We'll get it.
Yes.
I will obtain the data and bring it to the stone.
Oh, is this it? Oh yeah, the slow fade. Yeah, it must be going back.
And you bet that was the exciting part 2 of Killers from Space, the real meat and potatoes of this film.
I'm exhausted already.
The real iguanas and tarantulas. Tarantulas.
That's what the space tarantulas are called.
That's right.
I know I have never wanted to see a movie where Peter Graves trips balls through it for the majority of the runtime.
Right.
But I'm so glad
that
I was able to watch it.
And
it runs in circles.
I do apologize for the cockroach death there. I should have blacked that out. Little warning, but
yeah, we apologize, Peter.
Miles and his magnifying glass just could not be stopped on set.
This is for science, Billy. The uncle was on set that day.
Yes. So if you're just joining us, we have about 15 minutes left of Killers from Space.
Where have you been?
Yeah, where have you been? You've really missed the best stuff. So if you are tuning in or watching at a future time, thanks for tuning in. This is the final installment of Milwaukee Record Live Scream Theater. It's been a lot of fun doing this all through October. Hopefully we'll do it again next year. It's part of the 2019 Milwaukee Film Festival, which is currently running until this Thursday, October 31st, Halloween. How about that? So there's still plenty of tickets left for all the fantastic films at the Film Fest. You can find out more about that at mkefilm.org. Shall we fire up the stirring conclusion of Killers from Space?
If I can have one suggestion, next year, all 5 weeks, Killers from Space.
Yes.
And the same guests. It's just going to be
exactly, yes.
every week.
Because every time you watch it, you're going to see something even greater than you didn't see beforehand.
Well, that's the real genius of Billy Wilder's brother.
William Lee Wilder, yep.
And don't forget Miles.
Miles, yeah.
Miles, his contribution
Miles?
has been grossly underrated.
You notice the subtext that he's sliding in there. It's amazing.
This is like the Watchmen of bug-eyed alien movies. Every time you watch it.
Yes, yes, it's true. Yeah.
All right, well, here we go. The big conclusion. Yes, we are out of the...
the information to where they told me. I didn't realize I was being mesmerized.
So am I cool to go?
Why doesn't somebody say something?
What do you expect, bro? You were talking about giant...
These giant animals breeding by the...
It wasn't on. Can you start over?
We will. Colonel, you've got to arrange to set off another bomb tonight. The strongest...
Yeah, okay, we'll go send out the army to explore the cave full of the giant iguanas. Sure thing, Pete. You betcha.
You don't believe me, Colonel? Ain't you?
I think they were all
The guy only looks like De Niro in close-up.
Right? They're all going for that
He's
serious
got like that one De
smolder.
Niro angle, that's it.
Yeah, they're going for that really serious smolder look.
Well, I'm not. Do you understand? Everything I said is true. I saw it with my own eyes. Give me a hand up. Now let me go. Let me go. Steady, steady, steady. Take it easy now. Take it easy. We'll talk this whole thing over. What are you doing now? Just rest quietly. That's it.
Just like how the Alloy Orchestra does live scores, we're getting our own live score.
That's right.
Yes, our musical accompaniment, yes.
Mrs. Martin should be along any minute now. She went for their car. What'll I tell her? Well, he's in a state of shock. Tell her he's resting quietly. If you'll excuse me, I think I better wait for her at the information desk.
Well, Dr. Martin seems to be indestructible, except for those hallucinations.
Those weren't hallucinations, Colonel. Under the influence of sodium amytal, a patient loses all control of his imagination.
Well, he shouldn't be able to fabricate those stories.
That's right.
Major, you're not trying to tell us that everything he said was true.
Oh, I finally put my finger on it. He
I can
kind
only
of,
give you
sort
the
of
medical
reminds me of
facts.
Jerry Orbach. Kind of, sort of, in a roundabout
Yeah,
way.
I can see it.
A
Yes.
little Jerry Orbach-ish.
It's like, there's like 60% Orbach.
Yeah.
How about that? It's like 60% Orbach, 40% Rowan Atkins.
Yes!
Yes! Perfect! Yes!
Wow. Now that's a celeb couple.
I was going to say, I hope those crazy kids are able to get together someday.
Oh, I got some bad news. Some bad news.
I'm going to go delete some slash.
Because I was racking my brain like, who does this guy remind me of?
That's a great combo.
I'm happy with Orbach.
Well, there's that dirt
That
pile.
dirt
is
is really good.
It looks really good.
Better than a futon, I'm telling you, man.
Good evening, Dr. Kruger. Chilly, isn't it?
Wait, did we just switch point of
Good
view?
evening.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah,
I seriously thought he was going to be like, hey, everybody. Anyway, we got to wrap this up. So we're going to talk through some other effect shots we couldn't afford. And
I want to believe, Doug.
Yeah, this
We've worked together
the
a long
cinematography
time.
is just something
Anyway,
for the ages.
The
The lighting is so meticulous.
This was the inspiration for Dick Tracy, how the villain, like, you don't see the face.
I'm afraid you're wasting your time. See that, Doctor? No, thank you.
Direct line.
True Detective, Season 0.
We couldn't find a thing.
Then
Oh, here's the cigarettes
what
again.
about that scar? I'd like to see you disprove that.
Oh, Mrs. Martin.
How is he, Doctor?
I totally forgot about her.
I
Yeah.
think you'll be all right. How's the car?
Can I get you anything?
Coffee, tea, me.
Just see him everywhere.
He's got that Feldman fever. Give us a kiss.
I thought it was Orbach who was coming for him.
Shit.
So I was really thrilled for a second there.
What you gonna do when Orbach Mania runs wild?
I want to see Kurt right away.
Now, you control yourself. And I'll call him just as soon as you get back to your room.
Keeping the law in order.
Now, you get back into bed and I'll call Dr.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'll go, guys. I'm sorry.
Blong, 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 blong.
I've got to figure something out before he gets here. Need a...
Hell, now I'm halfway
Paper
expecting
and
Mariska Hargitay to show up.
See this?
Please.
Yes! Liven things up, Mariska, come on!
Dr. Kruger speaking. Oh, yes, Major. How is he? All right, I'll be over in a few minutes.
After Andy Griffith.
These dissolves, I'm telling you.
Doug. Doug.
I'm doing science, honey.
Doug.
Doug.
Oh, she gives up easily, doesn't she?
Yeah. 4 Dougs, that's it.
Oh, look, product placement, Coca-Cola.
There you have it.
Kurt.
Ellen, I got here as soon as I could. Is there anything wrong?
He's much better. Imagine he's even started working. He asked for paper and a slide rule.
That's interesting. Wonder what he's up to.
That's some good
Formula,
think acting.
ways.
Yes.
Yep.
Anyway, whatever he says, pretend to agree with him. Major Cliff's orders.
Of course.
Doug. Doug, Kurt's here.
Hello, Doug. Just a second, I'm almost finished.
I'll take your hat.
Thank you. Kurt, let's
Doug?
face it.
Did you go
You
down
all
2
think there's
sizes in your
something
suit
wrong
coat
with it.
jacket?
Of course not.
No, I wouldn't blame you after the story I told last night.
Well, frankly, you did have us a little worried, asking that a bomb be dropped because of what you said.
You don't believe me either. Kurt, I tell you, I've been there.
Those
I've
are
seen
some
what they're
serious
doing.
shoulder pads.
Breeding animals into carnivorous monsters.
Uh-huh.
I don't need a bomb to stop them. I figured it out. It's all here.
That's it.
Good reaction shot.
Here's the nuclear strength of our last test.
Here's a cockroach.
And this is the amount of electricity needed to control it. see that I had
The
that
story I told you, I drew some illustrations.
Oh, these are great, honey.
These are correct.
They really look like dinosaurs.
I've mapped out.
Where could you get that monkey like
I've mapped out my pattern in the caves.
Oh, no. But this is where the traps are. Okay.
And it's interesting how he was, all too happy to talk to this guy as soon as he got there with his wife. Oh yeah, forget you, honey.
No, I
can't be bothered.
I've been hearing about fucking dinosaurs for 3 hours, Fred. It's your turn.
But you won't go along with that. No.
Yeah, slap him. Do it. Put him down.
Oh, that.
I don't know how it works.
Oh, and of course, his car's right out front.
Right.
And the keys are in there.
Hospitals, everybody.
Right.
Try to stop Dr. Martin.
Well, there's Jerry.
She had to put it on her coat before chasing after him.
Right. Oh, wait, I have to get my bag and purse first.
Wait, is it the same car?
Right?
That was the same car. Stunt work.
Oh.
Doug. Back again for a final cameo.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I feel like I'm gonna stand up
Dr.
and...
Martin, he's on his way to the powerhouse, wants to cut off the power supply.
Let's go.
I told you he had more screen time than the doc.
He just needs like one line of dialogue.
Yes.
Buy war bonds.
I like me.
I swear, I think I saw this driving footage in Driver's Ed. Kids, this is what not to do.
Don't drive
actually,
under
yes.
the influence of alien LSD.
Exactly, yes.
Hey, no parking!
Gotta go.
Oh,
The sign.
run for your life!
Wow.
I thought Milwaukee parking checkers were real.
Right. And I guess the road gives, dramatic effect for the running.
I'm a professor. I can park here.
Yeah.
So wait, he ran to a McDonald's Playland?
Basically.
One of the old cool ones.
Oh, you mean the unsafe ones?
Yes.
Okay.
A lot of metal, a lot of bars.
Allow me to jam my head in between these grimace bars here, and then fall onto these wood chips made of asbestos. Thank you.
Giant cockroach right around the corner.
Oh.
Not again.
But this one's real.
Okay, you run up the stairs, I'll look here.
What?
Oh. Teamwork makes the dream work.
The only line of dialogue in that actor's career.
Right. I had a line once in a picture from 1954. It was called Killers from Space.
I worked with the great Peter Graves. Wonderful man. Great kisser.
There's his car. Come on, hurry.
And the director, Billy Lee Wilder, he went on to do great things.
Yeah. I worked with Willie Wilder. You mean Billy Wilder? Sure.
You could call him Billy.
He didn't like that, though.
No.
I'm much too formal.
That's my brother, not me.
Where's the driver of this car? He went into the building.
Dog?
He's writing that ticket. Right. Got a job to do.
And of course, her husband's in great.
All right.
Oh, action!
Fisticuffs.
Action Graves.
Oh.
Wow.
He slightly adjusted
Yes.
his shirt.
More of a collision than
Yeah. It's like an uppercut that halted.
This is what got a Mission Impossible,
10 years ago, we saw you in a little picture called Killers from Space. You still got it in your Graves.
Darn tootin'.
So, the true story of how Peter Graves got his job for Mission Impossible, I'm not making this up, was the guy in the first season. There was a different guy who was the guy who did the whole mission, blah, 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 all that crap. They wanted him to work on the Sabbath. And he was like, no. And so they went with Peter Graves.
Enter Peter Graves.
Enter Gentile Peter Graves. And
Where are the main switches?
Wait, was that Lando?
no, he was in Mission Impossible for like the first 5 seasons, but he wasn't the
guy.
mission guy.
Okay.
He was Roland Hand, the master disguise guy.
Oh, okay.
And he was replaced. This is why I'm here for the Peter Graves episode. He was replaced by Leonard Nimoy.
Oh.
Yeah.
The more you know.
All right.
Yes.
I should have rattled that off during the thrilling action scenes, but
Hey, better late than never.
There's more.
yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah, don't worry.
I'm glad we're here for the thrilling climax.
Cut that power.
Now look, mister, be reasonable. I said cut it.
Shut it off.
Okay,
Man.
okay, he was holding the gun like in some awkward position. All of a sudden, now it's on the guy.
Got it. It's a quick draw.
Man.
Slimer.
Damn it, Miles!
Sorry.
Power up for 100 miles.
Do as I say.
Not as I do.
Stay where you are.
Okay, you gotta give.
Doug!
You gotta give credit to his wife. She ran all that way with that purse firmly in hand.
Yeah.
How many closer and I'll kill him. Now the next one. What's this one? That's the master switch. Cut it.
Doug, please, don't.
I said cut it.
Hey.
Sure, I'll kill him. Go on, get back.
Okay, wait. You should have shot him like 5 times,
Right?
dude.
Like it totally dropped him.
I'm gonna...
Alright, I give up.
No, wait, just kidding.
I
should have taken
this
one. I'm sorry. Was I...
Was that the plan? I thought that was...
I saw you make eye contact.
Clearly he went to police academy. Wow.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
He's got the truth serum again.
What's this, New Year's Eve?
Here we go again.
Ooh.
Over here.
Oh, wait, are you still gonna shoot me, or...
Oh, well,
That seems unfortunate.
Yes.
Solar that flats right in the button.
That's a mushroom cloud. Wow.
Just as he said.
Wait, what?
He blew them to pieces.
Huh. Mushroom cloud. Coming right at us.
Oh.
Wow.
Whoa.
Spent all the money on that title card for his name.
Bill Rayner.
Okay.
Oh, from
Oh,
a
Miles.
story.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Let's not give Miles too much
Yes.
credit.
something.
So that was what Miles was doing while he was playing with all the animals in his thing. John.
Miles' 4th grade class gets a special shout out. Thank you.
I just like that they got Saul Bass for W. Lee Wilder, and
Right.
that's all we can do. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can only
Everybody
afford
else-
so much font,
Oh,
guys.
my name! Oh!
Hey!
Hey! And they spelled it correctly. You know how hard that is?
Oh, good news, guys. The characters and the events depicted in this film are clearly fictitious.
From the mind of Miles Wilder.
That's me!
Yep, and what a scary mind it is.
Ooh, and what a thrilling film that was. Killers from Space, 1954. A story by Miles Wilder. So sorry we were leading you on with incorrect information.
Giving way too much credit.
Comments
Yes.
from the Miles Wilder
Subreddit.
Just a little...
I feel like Miles Wilder's subreddit is a band that you're going to see within the next year.
Tomorrow. They're great.
They're going to play one of the halftime shows.
Yeah. That was fantastic.
What happened?
I literally don't know what happened at the end there. Something blew up and
Yeah.
It turned off the
Matt,
power.
explain
Yeah.
this movie to us.
Yes, please explain.
All right. Yes.
From what Miles told me, it is they're creating the bugs to kill everyone on the planet. Then they are going to kill the bugs drugs and then take over the planet.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's kind of a multi-step process.
So like a
And I guess
coup?
yeah. And I guess Peter Graves just blows him up at the end.
And they're just cool with the radiation washing all over them.
Yes, that's fine.
They don't even duck and cover.
Well, they have some blinds there on the windows. That's fine. Smoke them if you got them. I'm surprised.
We're fine now.
So thank you so much for tuning in to the final live Scream Theater, and thank you, gentlemen, for coming in on this one. This was a hoot.
Thank you.
Thank you, Matt.
And like you said before, we'll be doing this every week until the end of time. Just the four of us watching the same movie. So
Okay.
if you missed us,
We'll figure out that ending sometime.
Yes.
We gotta crack this code.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
What is Miles trying to tell us in his story?
The greatest mystery of all time, but we're gonna crack it.
So thanks to Milwaukee Film for letting me do this wacky little experiment. It's been a hoot. It's been fun. And yeah, I think we'll probably do it again next year. And maybe we can afford some like real movies this time. I don't know. Toss like $50. You never know. So Mac, Rob, Rick, thank you for coming in. Thanks to all my other previous guests for the past month. And again, thank you to Milwaukee Film. The Milwaukee Film Festival is still going on. It goes through Thursday. You can get tickets at mkefilm.org. Lots of good stuff coming up. That's it for Live Scream Theater. This one was great. Good to go out on a high note and a real high note of a movie. Thank you, gentlemen. Thanks for everyone tuning in. We'll go out here on the final credit sequence, which I spent a lot of time in iMovie creating. So, see you next time. Bye-bye.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.